Same reason kids smoked when I was in high school. Looks cool. Peer pressure.
It's unfortunate, it's very prevalent, and life-changing, and in some cases life-ending.
It's just a recipe to, have health problems and possibly end your life sooner than it should be. So.
One of the challenges I think that you have as a generation that we're finding, and that a lot of the opportunities for adults to get involved in things that are strictly forbidden for people of your age, that you're being encouraged to get involved with, and through peer pressure, through whatever. And there are long-term consequences of that. And we want to make sure that we have the opportunity to educate you as to long-term consequences. And simply put it, illegal activities. There are other consequences that are short-term that some of your classmates have faced already. And we don't want that to happen to any of you. We want you to do your best to grow into the complete person that you can be, that you're called to be by our Lord.
Gasoline, paint, nail polish remover, anything that you've ever smelled and gone, oh, that has a strong odor to it, a chemical type odor, that is what is an inhaler. You guys have so much peer pressure on drugs, and they're accessible. When I was in high school, I had no clue how to get drugs. I wouldn't have had any idea how to go get some marijuana or anything else. Now, every school has
just around the corner.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it's a much different world than my world, and I feel bad for you. I mean, the kids, you guys that stay straight and don't do this kind of stuff, I mean, you're just going to be so much better off.
Wait, you found these on people at school?
Uh-huh.
How old are they? Because they look like...
They're both. We got this from the same kid. These are about a year and a half, maybe 2 years old. I only bring them because of the Scooby snack, because it shows that it's marketed. Oh, thank you. It shows that it's marketed towards kids. When the drug people say, oh, no, we don't. But really, are you telling me that that's not marketed for a kid?
Have you ever seen vaping as a problem here at Damien?
Not until this year. I mean, I don't think it was as widespread until this year. Or if it was, the powers that be weren't too onto it. But yeah.
In classes like how many people have vape, the numbers and the hands go up, and I go, okay, why? Some kids because of stress, because it takes me to a different place, peer pressure, and hopefully other faculty members are talking about it and say, hey, well, let's find a solution to this, or let's try another avenue we can use so as to not be a stress, so as to get away from everything for a little bit. And easy solution: sports, activities on campus, to name a few.
Opinion on the whole epidemic thing?
Well, me personally, as an athlete going through, or as youth and going through high school and college and even a little bit of professional ball, I've always felt that any kind of drug, anything that alters your normal state is harmful to your body. And there's so many things that we breathe in, especially in California, the smog and bad air and air quality. We're already harming our bodies. So to put additional things into our lungs, it's just a recipe to have health problems and possibly end your life sooner than it should be. So I discourage it, and I think there are better ways to spend your time. So.
I was going to say that culturally speaking, a lot of these students, international students, come from places where smoking is very popular, right? An international student vaping, well, I would follow the appropriate procedure, which would be to disclose that to the deans of discipline. All of our international students follow the policy of Damien High School just like any domestic student. They are beholden to the handbook. They are beholden to every regulation that domestic students are beholden to. And we take actions according to the actions that any domestic student would have to take in incidences like that. So first stop, the deans. Of course, Miss Emily and I also will talk to the student as well. And we will probably go a step further and send a letter to their birth parents back in their home country, whatever that might be. Just to let the birth parents know.
I don't think it's good for you. I think it's bad for your lungs, and yeah.
Have you seen the vaping posters around school?
Yes, I have.
What are your thoughts on them?
I think they're good because then it explains like the bad stuff like in vapes.
I would say sophomore year on Damien. Have you noticed any vaping of the upperclassmen and the lowerclassmen?
Yeah, I've seen a pretty fair share of both, I'd say.
And what are your thoughts on that?
It makes me very worrisome. I'm scared for my friends' lives. I'm scared for my life. And frankly, it's just something that I'm forced to think about before I go to sleep every night, you know?
What are your thoughts on vaping?
Well, it's obviously a huge epidemic at this school and it needs to be resolved. I think I don't really personally have a solution other than educating the masses about it.
Have you seen any of the anti-vaping posters around school?
I have not seen them, but I've heard about them. I've heard that they're in the bathrooms and all over campus.
Personally, I don't think kids should be vaping at this age. If that's a choice, if you know, nicotine is a choice you're going to make as an adult, you know, that's your personal decision. I think as a kid, it can seriously mess you up at this early of an age. The effects it has on your brain, and like the way you're gonna consume drugs.